the ground. Whispers.
Hello guys, welcome again to my channel. I am Biker Jedi and this is Sabres de Luz en Detalles con Biker Jedi, which is translation is review lightsabers with Biker Jedi. Alright, so on this occasion I am going to do a 3-part review and I'm gonna tell you why. One of my favorite sabersmith is actually Nick Cohen from Starfall Sabers, and recently he did a run, special run, and he had a trio. So it was the Legacy, the Alliance, and the Ascension. On the Legacy and on the Alliance, he only made 50 for the runs, and then for the Ascension he did 66 because it was kind of like a remembrance or honoring Darth Vader, because it looks like that type of hilt. So in this occasion we're going to start with the very first one from the line, and how he launched it, but not how exactly how I got him. So let's say this is the Legacy. It's a beautiful hilt. Love it.
Hero's Journey.
Let's turn it off for now. Alright, so I got the Legacy pretty much kind of like last from all three, because when I decided to get one there was no more runs and I couldn't find anyone that had one. So I went ahead and I bought the Ascension, and but that was going to take a little while because it's still in the run. But then good buddy of mine, I'm his client, Mr. Brian Lynn from Civilized Weaponry Services. I told him, listen, I'm looking for an alliance, and he said, well, I do have one. Would you like to buy it? And I said, sure. All right, cool. And this one is a special one. So that Ascension will be my next review, and we'll talk about it on that review. So past time, maybe a month, and he said, hey Hector, you still want that Legacy? He was like, yeah, I do. And he was like, listen, I had a second one, but I had to sell it. So, well, it's okay, just keep on the lookout. Well, a month later, the person that he sold it to needed to sell it, and I told him, listen, I really am interested. I'm interested in the hilt, but right now I need to kind of like balance out my finances. So he said, not a worry. So what he did, what a great guy. He bought it back from the gentleman and he held it for me. So when I was able to get the budget for the hilts, then I kind of like I purchased it. So this particular one, it's a basic install made by Brian, and it's a Proffie 3.9, and like I said, it's what's number, can't remember the number of it, but it was one of the first ones that came out in the Legacy run. Well, without further ado, let me show you what this lady has on the inside, and so we'll be right back. Alright guys, here she is. This is the Legacy. I am very thankful that I was able to buy this from my installer. He had an extra one that he did not want to part with, but since he was going to do another hilt for me, then we came to an accord, of course, like we say, honor scout. So here's the Legacy. As you can see, they were enumerated. Let's see, I can give you a little more of a detail here. Alright guys, the light. Alright, so this is a limited edition. He only did 50 of the Legacy. Then he did 50 of the following hilt, and then only 66 on the last one from that complete series. So like I mentioned before in my introduction, this is a series of 3 hilts. Alright, so let's talk about the hilt a little bit. Love the handle. It's very Maglite, kind of like Maglite slash motorcycle slash speed motorcycle vibe. And it's got these accents in copper, which are fantastic. It's my favorite color. Alright, and you can see here it's got the buttons here, 2-button operation, so you have ignition and auxiliary. Then this blade plug was included here, and I can say, you know, this is a absolutely piece of art. So let's go and open her up. Right, so you can open the bottom, you can open from the middle. So let's open it from the middle and show you how this lady looks, because this is a static hilt, so that means that it's not removable. As you can see, it is a proxy, as you can see. Alright, right here, no kill switch, just nice and simple. We have our speaker right here. The reason I went like this is because I told them, since I was going to get the other one that I actually was able to buy as well from him, then of course I went simple, because the other one is a little bit more elaborated. And the last one, I believe I did not install. Can't remember, but I think it is not installed. So like I said, you can take it off from here, but nothing's gonna happen because it's in a static hilt. So I'll just put this one back. Alright, let's open it up again, and let's put a battery on. Alright, so I stand corrected. There is a kill switch. I completely forgot. So it's right here. You can barely see it right there. Right? I have put a red dot so I know that's off. And here it goes. Yeah, it is a simple chassis, but it does have this beautiful bar on the side. And I don't know if you guys can see it, but if I go like this, check out the bottom. So it's got 2 bars, 1 and 2. Alright, let's put it back in.
Select preset.
Starfall, Celestial, Infinite.
Hero's Journey. Reconcile.
Core Inform, Hyper. Starfall.
Alright, let's put as you can see, let me lower a little bit the light so you can appreciate a little bit better the effects of. It's got this right here. It has actually has a nice little cover, so it's not directly, you're not hitting directly the LED. And these are static, but they're beautifully placed. And then of course you had these on the side, which is pretty cool. They do kind of like move around, but they're supposed to be static. And here I had the retention screw.
Celestial.
How this looks like. As you can see, the effect, the bottom. Now when the blade is inserted, since it's going back into the PCB where the pogos are, then those lights turn off, so the effect of this right here goes away. By the way, this is part of the retention screw, and that's the other one right there. So it's ingenious. You have very good stability for the blade. Alright, so let's change.
Select preset.
Starfall. Celestial. Big video.
Phoenix is my favorite one. Now, depending on the effect, depends on not lighting up. So, alright, when it's off and in standby, you no longer see it.
Hero's Journey.
On this one, it's not on.
Select preset.
See on this one.
Reconcile.
Core inform. High reload. Starfall. Celestial. Big video.
Hero's Journey.
Alright, so as you can see, guys, basic package from Starfall Sounds, and let's take everything apart. You guys have an idea again on how this lightsaber looks on the inside. It is completely very simple. The hilt is actually static, so that means that when you open it, it's not removable, so it just stays there. But although it is simple, it does have two LED bars on the side. So let's open it up from the middle right here. There you go. Bright, really bright. Amazing, isn't it? So if I turn it on, let's turn it on. So it has been programmed so it can actually reproduce part of the Saber's reaction to the different effects.
Select preset.
Starfall. Celestial. Infinium.
Hero's Journey. Reconcile.
So
Starfall.
well, if you saw all of them, I cycled through all of them. They all have different effects. This one has the silent pattern, that's what I call it. Alright,
Celestial.
let's see what that is today.
Infinium.
Be a little bit more comfortable. Here we go. Now, let's do another one.
Hero's Journey. Reconcile.
I love it. Let's see. Alright, let me put the light up again. Illuminate. Or make it. There we go. Alright, so like I said before, there is a kill switch right down here. So, and I put a red dot. So it's off. And then nowadays, a lot of the new chassis that are coming out have already a negative and a positive and a negative. Either it's already engraved when they're actually doing the chassis on 3D, so it's already done there. But as you can see, and then what I'm going to do, if you want to do the same thing that I do, you can always put a positive right here for the red, obviously, and then we can do a black with a negative on this side. That way, you know, because the other way how we say it, some people haven't liked it. We used to say nipple with nipple, but some people have been didn't like the terminology that we were using. All right, so let's put this back in. All right, and let's loosen up this one here, and then you can see it's already out, but we can also tighten up this a little bit more, and it also works. But for purpose for the video, I kind of like didn't put it together because I wasn't going to swing it in any other way. Let's proceed and put in the blade plug, which is really beautiful, but I like to leave it just like that so it can peek out right there through the emitter, because it gives it a complete different look if I let it go all the way in. Right? So here she is. I just love these buttons. They're so nicely done, so nicely strategically put. I mean, it has a lot of logic having them like this, because you know, you can use two hands, but when you use just one hand, it's right there. Of course, when you wheel it. So, and it's fast. The corners are nicely smooth out, so it doesn't really kind of like harm your hand. So I love this baby, I really do. So let's go and let's go to the closure of this review. I'll be right back. Alright guys, what do you think about this beautiful hilt? This is a work of art. Nick, I'm telling you, you always have these crazy ideas of how to make these beautiful pieces of work, and I consider them, you know, pieces of art. So anyways, if you want some more information about this particular hilt, you can always try to contact me. You can always go to Starfall Sabers over at his Etsy store. He does like like 2 or 3 runs, and his list of commission is pretty full, but you can always reach out to him. Alright, so anyways, next one will be the second one in the line for this this run that he made. So stand by and look for the other one in maybe a couple of days, and you will see it, which will be the Ascension. Will be the Alliance. So with that being said, thank you for watching, and hope you guys didn't wait too long, but life is life and things do happen. So anyways, feeling great. May the force be with you. Paco Dozier signing off. Till the next one. Bye now.
I have a squeaky wheel.